Ram Setu, real truth behind the floating stone. Is Ram historical while divinity is the matter of faith? Historical is the matter of fiction. In the last 100 years, histories have been made in understanding historical using modern scientific rule. So let us look at the Ram Setu with a fresh scientific perspective and try to differentiate between myth and reality. The building of Rama's bridge is described in the chapter titled Youth Kada of the Ramayana, but the description is rather vague. When Rama wants to use on the arrow to dry up the ocean god says, "Excellent man, his own name Neel, a glorious person is the son of Vishkarma, who was given a boon by his father and is equal to Vishkarma. Let this gently energetic monkey build a bridge across. From here there the monkey bridge Lamaya trees promote through account and Vividka, Kariga, Balkula and Mean tree and Neem tree. The huge behind monkey with the might strength, a fruit elephant sized rock and monument and transported they by the manically contribute. The water raised up due to the sudden throwing of monument in the sea. The rock believing on all sides preclude the ocean. Some other rock of strength the 100 long to keep the rock in strength line. Neil won his part of the initiate on the monument bridge in the middle of the ocean. Some monkey were holding poles for the securing the bridge and some others collected the material. Reeds and long resembling clothes and monuments brought by hundreds of monkeys led by the command of Ram. First in some parts of the bridge. On the first day, 14 Yojana bridge were constructed by the monkeys swiftly in the same manner as the second day, 1 of bridge were the constructed. The passage unspecified about the role of the trees, but each provides some indication. It says that the longs first at some parts of the bridge. This is all just speculation. Tulsidas Ramayana provided more details about Neel and Nal, getting the clues that the word monkey make anything they throw into the water float, but such specificity aren't there in the original Ramayana's account of the building of the bridge. Ram Setu took 5 days to build by 10 million Vanas monkeys. Under the supervision of the article Neel and Nal is and the structure Ram Setu is 1.5 million years old. It is a belief that Ram Setu is made by a chain of limited limestone soil. It is 30 kilo, 30 kilogram and 30 it is 13 kilometer long and 3 kilometer width. It is strength from the Dhanushkunda tip of the India Pamban Iceland and in it Sri Lanka, when Iceland in these areas in very short. In Ramayana it mentioned that the bridge was built by stone and these stones were floating on water by touch of Nil and Nil. Some such stone were scattered on the Ramayana drawing the Rujam. These stones still float on water. Many glows says Ram Setu in built by the natural process but failed to they provide enough proof. Part of Ramayana, there are the several factors which says Ram Setu is man-made the structure. The place mentioned in Ramayana exactly matches to the current location of the bridge. Temple record says that the Rama bridge was completely above sea level until it broken in the cyclones in AD 1480. Ram Setu was worked till 140 AD. NASA says what had been the captured by steel is naturally crossing change of the sun. Battle between science and the spirituality in the ruling over the decade. Science real of the logic, facts and the proof, where spirituality is largely related to belief. According to the Hindu belief, Ram Setu was built by Lord Rama to cross the sea. Stone used to make the bridge floated on water because Ram was written on the stone, but there is a complete defies explosion. Why stone floated on water and why now Ram Setu is underwater? If air is transferred with the shell of the child, it would look like a stone but would actually be very light and would float. Another explanation is ice. When put into glasses having liquid, ice flows and liquid after some time it is another prime explain is of the moving stone. Comic is one such a stone that float on water. Conic is the name given to the 100 foot of the level when it comes out volcano. The inside of the volcano has very high pressure and can be as hot and is 1600 degrees Celsius. When the level come out of the volcano, it meets the cool air and sometimes sea water, which is around 25 degrees Celsius. Air and water that were mixed in the level bubble out as the so fails and hand difference in the temperature given the level and cold shock. So it freezes almost immediately. So the layers get transferred in the freezing stone, giving it the very expensive appearance. In some kind of the music and the public can make to 100% of the values. But because the pomace is full and air, the loop is it is less dense than water. So in the beginning it will float, but in time water will entire the builders drawing out the air slowly and the foaming sink. This also explains why Ram Setu is underwater today. Foaming doesn't float forward. However, this theory is not 100% correct. We want to know how some scientists damage the comic stone theory. Some floating stones are the found in the coastal regions of the Ramayana. These stones are similar to any other stone and possess and the same features, physical and the chemical. composition, like the story, and you may find in your locality saying this stone for the fair distance. You maybe feel that this stone is made by that's what under physical estimation. It is found that is not the control stone and neither is it the rhomic stone. It might be possible that this some special kind of having rhomic rock found only at the Ramayan, but if this would have been the case, then it would have been confirmed by Indian archaeologists. According to the visitor, some of the stone do look like pomic, but are extremely having to be they called as pomic. Also, color of the pomic rock is white and the greenish in color, but there are many black clothing stone in Ramayana in Rameshwaram. This bridge made of floating stones can still be seen between India and Sri Lanka Rameshwaram, the place where Lord Ram played to Lord Shiva and illustrate the constructions of the bridge. Since his story is very old and unproven, many historians, scientists, and archaeologists deny accepting and his bridge to be the built by the Lord Ram, but at the same time they are unable to explain the concept of floating stone found in Rameshwaram. Scientists has been the claiming for and avoid that the store of Ram Setu are actually formation. NASA scientists even the released to the photo where they claims the Ram Setu under bridge to be the Chloro formation. Take a look at the image released by their space. There is nothing like floating floor because coral is calcium carbonate and its the chemical composition is too tends to float on water. Geologist claims that they, after years of formation of layers and the ocean bed, coral stones are formed within the layer. But when they were asked why these stones were formed only in Rameshwaram and mm, nowhere is there where to the answer. Also, roll stones doesn't don't across naturally in the sea. They across only the hard surface. Until the scientists come up with the convincible theory, maybe we can consider from Setu as an imagining mystic technology once extracted to make the stone float on water and they are like Neil and Null. What to the advance in the building and the bridge from the India to Sri Lanka 5 days with the help of decided work forces of millions warners.
And we don't expect any delay in our arrival. I thank you all for choosing Area 273 to fly into Colombo. And I wish you all the success in all your ventures. Thanks once again. Hope to fly again.
Salam.